Okay, right off the bat, I'm going to tell you, if you love Aran Craft and you've never shopped at QVC for Aran Craft, you are very lucky right now because they bring us here at QVC the most color selection. I mean, look at...
We certainly do. These blues, these plums, we just don't make them for anybody else.
Oh my gosh, these are amazing. $149.98 is your price. You're saving $26 here. Extra, extra small to double XL. 25 to 28.5 inches is your length. This is a zip front cardigan. I love something like this. It's just easy, and it could even replace the jacket that you usually go to when it's nice and crisp out. This is going to be your transitional
This is when you're in that transitional period. Now we're coming into fall, depending on what part of the country, and there's going to be a little bit of a nip in the air coming in. So, and this is just so easy. It's like almost like a bomber length. It's got this beautiful scoop neck. It's got this beautiful, all these wonderful colors. If you're someone who will be going skiing later on in the year, this has got that little sporty, little après ski kind of feel to it as well, I think.
It's lovely. I'm going to run through colors quickly, and then I want to know all the details.
Sure.
Starting here's your navy, your natural, your soft gray, pale blue, marl green. Look at that plum. Oh my goodness. Like, how do you even choose? Wait, is that my sign? Can I borrow the plum?
Absolutely.
Okay. Sorry, but I really want to put this on. So yeah, let's talk about some of these design details.
Sure. So I think, as I mentioned before, what we like to do in Aran Craft is to take this traditional style of knitwear, this beautiful cable knit style or Aran knitwear style, and take it into the 21st century to create these modern, fashion-forward silhouettes, and this is a great example of that. And I think the thing that stands out really on this is this beautiful high collar that has actually got 2 layers of material on it. So if you look here, you've got this, you've got material here, and the pattern on the inside as well. So there's so much work has gone into creating this, and what that does, it allows you to zip this straight up, and it will stand out as the way you're wearing it right now, Melissa. So what it means, like, even though this is 100% merino wool, it's super soft against your skin. Not everybody wants something to be actually touching their skin. They might be wearing makeup. They might be, they might just have, their neck might be a little bit sensitive. Yeah. Because of that double layer of material, it gives you that structure that it can stand up, and it can really show off the little zipper, which is really like a free little piece of jewelry there with the little Trinity toggle on it. But it also means that even if you have it up, if you have it down and fold it down, you can see the pattern that's on the neck when it's worn either way.
This is stunning. I'm buying this. Do we still have it in the extra, extra small in the plum? Okay, because I'm shopping right now. I mean, this is...
And there's even a third way that you can be wearing that kind of half roll like that. It's perfect because the pattern is still visible. The little cable inside the collar is still visible.
And I love how
because we went to the trouble of creating exactly.
Like it feels like I'm wearing a necklace.
Yeah.
You know, it's like added jewelry. Yeah.
And it's great. Like if you have it a little bit open, if you bought something from Solvar, if you bought something from foldover, if you bought something from JMH or Connemara Marble, you'd have something there, a great way of framing it around your neck.
Yeah. This is unbelievable. So let's talk, if possible, about this stitch work, because I know there is a lot of symbolism, and there's a lot going on here.
Sure, we'll take a look at the natural here. I think it's a great way to show off some of these stitches. So starting from here, this really is a treasure trove of stitches. So coming down from here, you can see, this is what I was talking about, it's that this diamond kind of, we call it a field stitch sometimes. So as you're flying over, if you have to be flying over the Aran Islands, they created all this network of little stone walls to basically remove stone from the land. So they could put their farm animals out to pasture, and they created all these crisscrosses of stone walls. So when you're looking at it, it's almost like a patchwork blanket when you're actually flying over the Aran Islands, and that's what we're trying to kind of evoke here. If you move down here, we've got this little section of honeycomb stitching. So the honeycomb, of course, is one of the most resilient structures in nature, and it represents the hard-working honeybee and the sweet reward of doing a good job and working hard. And then if you continue down here, so this is a two-strand and a three-strand fisherman's cable. So the fisherman's cable, of course, is what the term cable-knit sweater comes from. And this is a really great example of that. So this represents the rope that the fishermen would use to haul their nets in, or to drag their boats up, or it's the tool of the fishermen. And really, it was supposed to be like a good luck charm when they saw this on their sweaters. And really, by incorporating all these, and even certain little details like this, where we've got a horizontal line just below the empire line, it causes a break from horizontal to vertical, or vertical to horizontal. It causes a little kind of like a trick of the eye, and it really just, in design, it really breaks the pattern up and it causes you to really get that. After that point, you're moving down to a slightly different part of the body, and it's going to start flaring out a little bit, just to kind of to catch your hip in the right location. And that's just one of these little tricks that we use when we're knitting to get a structural element as well as a kind of a beauty element out of these different patterns. And they really stand out here on the back of the back of the sweater here.
It's like 360 degrees of just the most beautiful
and
knit
pockets.
work.
Always pockets.
And pockets. It's so funny. Whenever any designer, anyone comes in and they talk about pockets, there's always that smile. Because I think we all know pockets just make things a bit easier.
Well, personally, I always think the pocket, you shouldn't be able to see it unless your hand's in it. So we try to integrate 100%. It as much as possible into the sweater.
It just makes it more livable. I don't know, for me as a mom, I put everything in my pocket.
Everyone has a folder or keys with them at all times. So they want somewhere they can put it safely. And it's a generous pocket, it's a functional pocket.
I love the mix here of, the Irish heritage, all those stories, but yet the modern design, the modern fashion element. This is such a genius neckline because you can really play around with how it looks. So this is the plum, by the way, which is, I have to say, it's hard to pick a favorite, but I think this might be my favorite color. Again, Aran Craft only brings QVC these kinds of colors. So they give us the largest array of colors. This right here is going to be your navy, your natural, that is your soft gray, pale blue, your marl green, and then again the plum. And I'd love to talk a little bit about this marble look, how you're seeing all these different tones.
So you can see here on the marl green and in the soft gray. So the soft gray, actually, it really shows up very well here. So there's actually two elements in that. There's two individual threads of complementing colors. So there's this almost an icy white, and then a kind of a slightly steely gray. And really what that is, they are then twisted together so that every time when it knits around, you're not only getting this beautiful texture from the three-dimensional structures that you're making in the sweater, you've got an added layer of texture from just this alternating light and dark color. And you can really show it in the marl green there, because it's almost like a leaf green and like a Kelly green alternating. And what it does, it just gives another natural looking element to it. And look, you've got both options here. You've got two marls, and then you've got the one that you're wearing now. That's what we call a melange. That's basically where if you got all the different color elements that make up that color, and you comb and brush them together. So if you look very closely at it, there is some slight variation, not as much as there is in a marl, but there's more complexity in these colors. You can see there's little elements that are slightly different as you look at it close up.
Ooh. Okay, the plum I'm wearing is going fast. 3 dozen left. That's it. $149.98 is your price. You're saving $26. That price actually will go back up to $176 in about an hour and 15 minutes. So at the end of the day. So if you want some extra value, pick it up in this show, a 251981. It's incredibly comfortable. It's soft. And I have many pieces from Aran Craft. I never feel overheated. I just feel comfortable. I never feel itchy. It feels smooth.
It's the beauty of having a natural fiber. So this is something that has, like, it's organic in nature. This has come from the Merino sheep, a sheep that is bred exclusively for its wool. And by the way we knit it, these little pockets of air are gathering in these chunky stitches and these chunky structures that are in the wool. And what that does is those little pockets of air regulate your body temperature. So compared to something that might be a very synthetic fiber, that will make you feel a little bit clammy or uncomfortable, these will wick moisture away from your skin. The pockets of air will regulate and maintain a body temperature using less material than really the sum of its parts. In many ways, you get more bang for your buck when you knit this chunky style of knitwear than you would if you say had a plain or a flat knit.
Yeah,
and that's really why this knitwear was developed by these wives and mothers who were sending their husbands and sons out into the Atlantic Ocean with nothing but a sweater on them.
Oh my God. Oh my goodness. I mean, it just feels amazing. Can we zoom in again one more time on the zipper pull? Can we actually talk about this? Sure.
So this is the Trinity knot. So in Trinity College, which is a university in the centre of Dublin, there is a manuscript called the Book of Kells, which is this ancient illuminated meaning like this beautiful images were drawn on a copy of the Bible, and lots of these symbols are shown in it, and really what they represent is like the Holy Trinity. People say it would be the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. People say it represents the family, the two parents and the child, and a lot of it harkens back to the shamrock. So the shamrock with its 3 leaves would have been what St. Patrick would have used to explain the mystery of the Holy Trinity when he was preaching Christianity in Ireland hundreds of years ago. And really, we in Aran Craft, we use it as our symbol because it really does represent, like, we're a 3rd generation company. Family is so important to everything that we do, and we just thought, what better symbol to represent our company? And we always, any of our zippers will always have that little toggle on it. We have certainly some styles have a little metallic button. We always try to keep that there, so you're never too far away from it.
I love that, and it is the way it hangs on the neckline. It feels like a piece of jewelry. So if you don't wear a necklace,
absolutely free piece of jewelry.
I mean, it's gorgeous, and the zipper is just easy, which I love. This is just so well made. I mean, even the zipper is dyed to match back, so every little detail from top to bottom, front to back is thought of. Yeah. I cannot believe the work that is done here. I mean,
oh, thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Sweaters with all of this. I can't believe it. And you're 3rd generation.
3rd generation. So we've been in business since 1957 when the company was started by my grandmother, Molly Cullen. And then it was continued on by my father, Paul, and my uncle, John, who as if regular viewers of the Irish Days on QVC would know that he's been a guest on here for many, many years. We dragged him out of retirement for St. Patrick's Day this year. And now in this generation, there's myself and my brother Niall, and his wife Emma is also guest here on QVC with us as well. So yeah, it really is a family affair, and it means a lot to us to have this long-term relationship with QVC. Like, I think we said this is the 35th show. I think we have been doing part of that for at least 32 of those years, I think. Wow. So really, this is a core part of the work that we do in our company, is to bring you these beautiful styles at QVC at these great prices in this wonderful merino wool, and of course in more colours than we do for anybody else.
Love that. And I just want to show the inside. Again, it's not itchy and scratchy. It's nice and soft. You'll never feel overheated. You're just gonna feel and look amazing. I mean, I love my Aran Craft sweaters. Now, I do want to give you some updates from Carrie upstairs. In the marl green, we have 50 remaining.
Wow.
In the pale blue, 85 remain. Soft gray, 225. Natural, 275. Navy, 350. And then the plum, fewer than 2 dozen. So these are flying out of here. Use Easy Pay. If you want a little time to pay it off, $30. That's all you need today with any major credit card or debit card. And then you have 5 months to pay it off. Great giftable.
And I think this one really is, to say, if you've bought some for yourself before, but maybe you have a daughter who has never had a merino wool sweater or never had an Aran Craft sweater. This is something that it's cross-generational. This is something that someone who's young will appreciate, someone who's older will appreciate. It's just so fashion forward, I think. Anyone's going to look good in it. It's something that it's a nice kind of manageable length. Some people don't want to be kind of over encumbered by having something that's a little bit longer than that. This could be the starter piece that somebody takes into that starts their Aran Craft collection, and these beautiful colours. I think if you're not too sure about what colour to get, always a great place to start is the quintessential natural. It is the Aran. It's what everyone thinks of when they think of an Aran sweater. Really. Yeah,
absolutely. So once you get one of these home, though, you're going to be like, I should have bought more. Well, they were available. So, I mean, if you could afford to do so, get more than one here, because these are timeless. Like these, you'll have
and we've been doing
years.
This one for so long. I could almost hear this style number in my sleep sometimes, 251981, because we've been making this style. Whenever you see this array of colours, it means that we've been doing it for QVC for many years, and we've kept doing it because we get these wonderful reviews that we really appreciate. We read every review that comes through from QVC. We really appreciate the time that people take, and we take on board. But when you keep seeing these, when we're still doing this years later, it's because people love it.
Yeah, these are really beloved. A251981. We're starting to get limited in some colors, so pick it up while we have it available. $149.98. A251981. We're going to see you in a few minutes. Thanks, Barry.